Hi everyone, I'm Sarah and I'm going to show you how to do some basic things in Google Classroom today. So first of all, to use Google Classroom, you just go to classroom.google.com. As you can see, I have in my URL bar here. And the first thing you're going to have to do is create a class. So as you can see, when you first go to Google Classroom, you've got a list of classes you'll have created up here, or any classes that you've been invited to. But today we're going to start a new one. So to do that, you press the little plus sign up here, click on Create Class, and the only thing you definitely have to have in here is a class name. Everything else is optional, but I do have two sections of 6th grade computer science, so I'm going to add section 6.2 to this. And then you press Create. And it just takes a second, but then it'll be ready to go. Okay, so when you first create your class, there's a few different things that you can do. If you want to change this picture here, you can do that. You can select a different theme from ones that Google has made available, or you can upload a picture of your choosing. So if you've got one on your computer that you'd like to use, you can do that. The other next step for creating a class is obviously you want your students to be able to join it. And there's a couple of different ways you can do that. So first of all, you can show your students this link, this class code in class, and they can go to Google Classroom and type it in, and that will put them into the class. The other option is that you can copy this invite link and then email that to your group of students. Generally, what I like to do is I like to go to my roster that I can get through my LMS, and I like to just add my students manually, and that will automatically send them an email telling them they've been invited to the class, and then they just need to click on the link in the email to join. So any students that are in your school's network, like if they have Google accounts like you do, you can just type in their names here and they should pop up. So if I want to add a student, I just have to start typing their name, and then I'll have all of them here, and it will tell me the ones who have accepted the invite and the ones who haven't. So that's really helpful for making sure that all of them are in there. Okay, and a few other things you just need to know about using Google Classroom. So there's a few different things here. You've got the stream. This is a good place to announce different things to your class. You can put materials on here as well, but I personally don't advise using it for that. It's much easier to organize things in the classwork section. So this is a good place to just remind your students of things, like if you wanted them to bring markers to class on Friday, this is a good place to remind them of that. Now, you can also upload things, like I said, so you can upload things from Google Drive, upload a file, add a link, or add a YouTube video. You can do all of that really easily if you want to do that. Additionally, there's the classwork section, and this is where I like to post most things from my class because it's easiest to organize it here. Like it says, you can use topics to organize it. So let's go ahead and create a topic, and I'm going to say the topic is block coding. Okay, so now I've got this topic here. Then when I want to create something where I'm going to post a material for them, so let's say I want to invite them to use Scratch, or I want to give them like an introduction to using Scratch. You can do that. Sure, how to make a jumping game. Just as an example. And then on the right-hand side, you're going to select block coding. And then you just press post. If you want, You can schedule it for a certain time or you can save it for later until you're ready. But if you just want to post it, you can do that right there. And that's a really easy way to organize assignments and materials by topic. It makes it a lot easier for your students to find things. And then additionally, you've got the grades section. This is where when you do have students in your class, it will show you the assignments that they've had posted in Google Classroom, if they submitted them or not. You can keep track of their grades in here. Some learning management systems do connect to Google Classroom, and you can sync everything in there. Mine does not do that, but that can be an option. So I hope that this gave you a good idea of some different things that you can do with Google Classroom. It's a really handy, easy tool and a great way for your students to keep track of different materials. Thanks for listening.